Chucky has been canceled after 3 seasons. So this is not major news. And do you want to know why it's not major news? Because if you take a look at these ratings, they are awful. If you take a look at something that's airing on the USA Network, that should have this should have major numbers, right? But with Chucky, let's take a look at this. We're going to take a look at what it says below here. Well, maybe, because it is not working. And I love when it doesn't work. These ratings are awful. Wednesday, it started at 0.05. The demo change, 64%. 64%. It went up 20%, but look at this. They never got past 0.08. If you take a look at that from the season averages minus 53%. It's no wonder it got canceled. This was a pretty piss poor show when it came to ratings. These ratings were nothing. It was costing them more to make this show than it was for them to actually air it. It was costing them more to make it. And that's saying something. I'm sorry, Chucky is not that big of a franchise anymore. Chucky has fans. He does have fans. But the issue is, the fans just aren't going to speak to what it actually is anymore. I'm sorry. The fans are not going to stick with it. And if they do, they do. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. This is not a popular franchise anymore. Chucky is not all that big. Chucky was big in the late 80s, early 90s. Besides that, he's known as a 90s character. Bringing him to now, the 2019 movie was fine. It was nothing special. It was nothing to write home about. But that's not saying anything either. Because Chucky was getting bad ratings. The show was getting awful ratings. And with awful ratings, what do you expect? It doesn't matter how good a show is. That show could be one of the most highly revered shows ever. It could get multiple Emmy nominations, and it got no Emmy nominations, which is not that big of a surprise. So let's take a look at this a little bit further about what's going on with the Chucky series. We do have a movie in the works. We know we have a movie in the works. The Chucky Season 3 ratings, let's take a look at this. Season 2 of Chucky on Sci-Fi averaged 0.08 rating in the 18 to 49 demo, which is a very integral demo. Season 2 on USA Network averaged 0.10 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. That they barely got over not even over 500,000 viewers. That is awful. That is awful ratings for a TV show. Because it's sad when a rerun of The Big Bang Theory is doing better than your new episode of Chucky. That is awful. It's piss poor numbers. I'm sad it got canned for the fans, but guess what? It got canned for a reason. The fans weren't showing up for the show anymore, no matter how good it was. That's just the overall numbers. I mean, look at what happened with The Flash. The Flash, those numbers for the CW were really, really, really good. However, when you take a look at something that runs on the USA Network like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown doing over 1.7 million viewers, that is sad when a wrestling show can do more than a horror icon show. That's really sad. I'm sad it got canned for you fans, but besides that, it's no surprise that Chucky 3 got canceled. We do have a movie coming out very, very soon, probably 2026, 2027 at some point, if they can get the ball rolling. If Don Mancini is smart, he can get this ball rolling on it. He can do a nice integration into the actual series. He can do integration from the series into the movies and connect it all. That's what I would do. But besides that, what do you think about it? Are you sad that Chucky got canceled by USA Network and Sci-Fi? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know your thoughts.